Hello, I'm Andrew Pritchard. Thank you for watching today's Canada Regional Forecast, brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, we'll start off with a couple snapshot looks here. The next week in terms of precipitation anomaly, and what we see is the chance for some active weather across parts of southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan, and maybe far southern Manitoba. We look at the week 2 anomaly, that precipitation, the higher anomalies just shift off towards the front range here in Alberta, with a problematic situation setting up across the central United States, across parts of the Corn Belt, with near average precipitation across much of the Canadian prairies. Temperatures the next 5 days, we see a lot of cold air across the northern U.S. and much of Canada, and that does include our Canadian prairie region here. It will be a bit chilly over the next 5 days. The next 6 to 10 days, those colder temperature risks hold on across a big part of Alberta, much of Saskatchewan, and at least southern Manitoba. And the reason for that is the jet stream. All answers can be found from the jet stream, and we've got this area of low pressure, this trough off to the north, that's going to be sort of pinwheeling over the next week to 10 days. And as it does that, we'll see these little disturbances kind of swing around there, bringing reinforcing shots of cooler air and the chance for some snow across, again, parts of the Canadian prairies here and parts of the northern United States. Let's go ahead and play this out, and you'll see exactly what I mean. This begins to just kind of spin around in place with little lobes of upper level energy coming around there, little short waves within the broader flow, bringing that the risks for some snow and the cooler temperatures across the Canadian prairie region here over the next 5 to 10 days. We can take a look at the precipitation type forecast from the European model, and you're going to see the same thing, kind of that counterclockwise flow circulating around the trough with little disturbances traveling along that, bringing chances for snow across the region. So let's go ahead and play this loop. I'll let you see that here. You can see the flow around that low. Literally, I mean, you can see the system almost gets slingshot around. Watch this. Comes up and around over the top of that. Just really kind of fascinating to watch. But also within that, if you stop being mesmerized by it and you focus in on the Canadian prairie region down here, and you can kind of see the occasional shots for some heavy snow possibly across parts of the region through the weekend, but then just chances for flurries and cooler temperature risks as we head through the next 5 to 10 days. Just broadly speaking, chances for snow flurries. It'll be kind of hard to pin down, but it'll be a wintry week across the Canadian prairie region. How much snow are we going to be stacking up across the region over the next week? Well, we'll go ahead and take a look at the European model. I'm going to click through time with this if I can, which apparently I cannot do, so we'll just loop it out. I'm not sure why it took that away from me. But here's where you see it. The risk for the heavier snow looks like it's going to be in this general region. Maybe trim that a little bit more on the north side, make it more like something like that. Here we go. Let's see. Get my pin back. There we go. I kind of highlighted across this region. Sorry about that. I had something come up on my screen down here where I'm able to draw. So, refocusing, looking at the chance for some accumulating snow across southern Alberta, talking about maybe 6 to 12 inches. Across southern Saskatchewan, same thing, 3 to 5, maybe locally 6 to 8 inches in this region as well. And then talking about the chance for some light flurries across the rest of the provinces here as we head through the next 7 to 10 days. Just again, a very wintry week, colder temperatures, heavy accumulating snow possible in the south, and then flurries possible across the entire region through the next week. We'll zoom in on Alberta here, looking at total liquid precipitation here. And again, you see the heaviest totals kind of along the front range and then through southern Alberta and then getting into southern Saskatchewan with lighter precipitation possible across the north, where nowhere is really going to be completely bone dry, but certainly lighter precipitation as you head off towards the north. High temperatures in this region going to be a bit cooler. Friday high temperatures right around 10 to the upper single digits across Alberta. We get into the day on Saturday, those high temperatures, it's warmest in the far south, but this is when we're going to start to see some snow organizing across the region, so close to zero across central parts of Alberta for the high temperatures on Saturday. Getting into Sunday, these cooler temperatures again, grabbing hold there down close to zero into the single digits for your Sunday high temperatures. Monday, more of the same, single digits. That pattern really kind of holds on where, we're not going to see a lot of fluctuation in the temperatures or your weather conditions over the next week. Just kind of chilly. Chances for some snow, heaviest in the south on Saturday and Sunday, and then just flurry chances as we head through the rest of the week. We'll pivot over to the east, looking at Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Again, precipitation, liquid precipitation through Wednesday. Heaviest totals off to the south of this line here, and then up to the north. Again, not bone dry, but seeing lighter, more flurry activity across the northern areas. But this is where we see the chance for some accumulating snow Saturday, Sunday into early Monday. High temperatures, Friday high temperatures right around 10 to the lower teens south of this line, single digits north of that area. Saturday high temperatures very similar, right around 10 degrees. Getting into Sunday high temperatures, this is when we're seeing that chance for snow move into the region, closer to 0, maybe a degree or two above or below 0 across southern Manitoba and southern Saskatchewan. Monday high temperatures very similar. And then Tuesday, it's going to be very similar as well, with temperatures right around freezing with those daily flurry chances across the region. As always, Eric Snodgrass will have an in-depth look at the evolution of the next 1 to 2 weeks in our Monday morning ag forecast video. And then I will have your next Canadian Prairie regional update for you right here midday on Tuesday. Have a great day and have a great weekend.